Erikson, assistant wrestling coach at Apple Valley. Today we're going to go over a collar tie series. Start off by talking about the position part of it. Everyone's got an attack hand. Okay, the hand I'm going to take all my shots with, whether you're right-handed or your left-handed. Hand you're going to take your single leg with. Hand you're going to take a shot with your high crotch. And I'm going to attack my front head. Excuse me. So my collar tie, I'm going to keep my attack hand free. So I'm reaching out with my opposite hand. This is just basic position anyways. When I'm in my stance, when I'm in my stagger stance position, always want to be reaching out with my opposite hand. Keep my lead leg hand down. Reaching out, getting control of his head. Our first shot that we're going to go into is our high crotch. The best thing about getting the control of a guy and getting our hands on a guy is anytime I start pulling on him, that's his natural reaction to reach up with his hand. Okay? So as I start pulling on him, just a natural reaction for that guy to get a hold of me. Okay? So our first shot that we're going to go into is right into our high crotch. All I need is just a little bit of space to get to that guy's legs. I'm always trying to get past his arms. So all I'm looking to do is I'm looking to create that little bit of space, that clearance to get to his legs. So as I start pulling on his head, he reaches up with his hand right here, and all I'm going to do right here is just going to lift up with my arm. Okay? I just need a little bit of space to get to that guy's leg. So as I start pulling, he reaches up. Okay, whether he's on my elbow, whether he comes up on my head, wherever he is, all I need is just a little bit of space to attack his legs. Okay? My elbow's coming up, I'm changing my levels, going right into my high crotch, right into my shot. All this is a series, so it just kind of depends on what feel he gives me. If he's going to reach up with the hand that I'm attacking right here, he's going to reach up with that hand, I go to my high crotch. I'm pulling, he reaches up, I'm in my stagger stance, my feet are set, I'm changing my levels, my elbow's coming up, just need a little bit of space to get past his arms. Right into my high crotch, and then a basic finish. That's the first thing. Our second technique from there, this is something we talk about with our guys a lot, is you always want to attack the near leg, okay? If he's got this near leg up right here, that's the leg I want to attack. Switch it up. If he's got his opposite leg up there, that's the leg that I want to attack. So I want to hit my high crotch and he's got that far leg back, I just circle for him. Circle, circle. Get him to step that leg. As I take my high crotch shot, he steps that leg back, and that's just a natural reaction defensively. As he attacks his leg, he steps that leg back, leaves his other leg forward, and that's going to re-attack to the opposite side. So I fake my high crotch right here, I'm staying down on my stance. He steps that leg back, I'm re-attacking now to the lead leg, right into my low-level single shot. So I attack my single. If that doesn't work, I never want to extend myself to get to that guy's leg. So as he sprawls that leg back, take my shot. Now I've got all this weight right here posted on this near foot. I'm changing my levels. I'm staying on his head, pulling. I'm keeping myself in good position. I'm not going to extend myself to get to that leg. As he steps that back, I take my shot, then I re-attack, reach my single. Right here. Okay? The way that he reacts is going to be different every single time. Sometimes he'll fall over the top. Sometimes I might have to pick the leg up. It's going to be different every single time. But the whole idea behind it is I want to attack that near leg. So I'm on his head right here. I'm pulling. He reaches up. I try to attack my high crotch shot. He steps it back. I go right to my near leg. Okay? Right to that front leg. Tap right down lower on his ankle. Right here. Coming up. Looking to finish. So, realistically, I got two shots from this collar tie that work really well. One, as I start pulling, his natural reaction is for his hands to come up. It's natural for anyone. As I start tugging on the guy, they want to get a hold of you. Right here. I'm in my stagger stance, I'm still in my good stance right here. Still in good position, I change my levels. My elbow's coming up just enough to clear my high crotch. Here. Right in. Then our second shot. If he gets that leg back, I'm staying down. I'm still pulling on his head. My arm's up here and attacking low. I'm pulling his head down at the same time. He steps that leg back. Boom. Right into my single leg shot. If you guys go on the website, check out the coverage section. There's a guy in college that's been hitting this shot a lot this year that I watched, Matt Lunes from Cornell. I've got a video of him on there. Another guy, returning national champ at 165, Jared King. He's been really successful with this shot. But it's the idea, anytime I get to that guy's head, his hands are coming up. Very rarely, if I start tugging on a guy's head, is he going to keep his hands down. Okay? Very rarely. Anytime I pull, those arms are coming up. Like I said, if he comes up with this near leg, remember this near arm right here, and I go right to my high crouch. If he reaches up with his opposite arm, now I'm going to shoot my single leg, okay? Best thing about getting a hold of a guy, like I said earlier, is wherever I go, he's got to follow. Now, if I don't feel comfortable with my high crotch shot from there, I can shoot a single leg, but I want to get him chasing. Here, here, here. Get him to reach that hand. Get him to reach that hand. And as he reaches that hand, up, right on the shot. Pretty slick shot, pretty easy to get. But I want to get this guy chasing my hand right here, okay? He keeps his hand down right here. Wherever my hand goes, he's going to follow. If I bring it up, that hand's coming up, okay? So I'm just going to move my body in and out. Make him chase that hand a little bit. It's a timing thing. Right here. As he reaches up, right on my shot, okay? So that's our third shot from there. We got our high crotch. We got our high crotch that stops it. Into my single leg, coming up. Then if he reaches up with the opposite arm, as I'm pulling, and I can get him to chase it too. If he's not going to reach up with that hand, I can get him to chase it. Get a hold of the wrist, come up, right on the shot. Right on my single leg. So that's our third shot. I'm pulling, I'm pulling, I'm pulling. He doesn't reach up with the near arm, reach up with that opposite arm. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to clear his hands, trying to get past his arms. So as I'm right here, I reach up, he comes up right into my single leg. That's my third shot from the series. And then the last one, if he doesn't reach up, and actually Destin's really good at this. If he's not going to reach up, I'm pulling on this guy's head. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to snap right into a front head position. So I'm on top of his head, pulling him right in. If he's not going to reach up, get his head underneath my chest right into a front head. Here. And obviously once I get here, I'm not going to stay here for a long time. Getting my hand on the top of his head, come right to his tricep, circle, then look to finish from there. So just a little quick series from a collar tie. But like I said, the most important thing that I want you guys to get out of this is making sure that you keep your attack hand free. You never want it to sit in one position for too long. And that's why I like this collar tie series. It's my attack hands free. Single leg, high crouch, front head. I'm always able to attack that guy's legs. One thing I see a lot of guys do, when they reach up with their attack hand, they sit. They sit here. I don't have any offense from this position. I've got to keep this attack hand free. And that's why this series is so good. Right here, one, it gives myself a little bit of space instead of being here, tied up, locked into a position where he's got the same thing that I do. By reaching up my opposite arm right here, okay, and this gets a good position. By doing this, it frees my hand up to shoot my single, high crotch, ankle picks, front heads, and all that jazz from there. But like I said, go to the coverage page. There's a couple maxes in there. Two guys that are really good examples of these shots are Mac Lunez from Cornell and Jared King from Edinburgh. Now in the next couple weeks, I'll be putting on a couple different technique videos, and then throughout the spring, I'm going to put on some different training videos as far as lifting weights, cross training stuff. So look forward to that for the next couple weeks. Thanks.